Welcome back to Dave and Audrey Does Outdoors. Another hectic week of homeschooling, home working, full on, but we're out again. A little adventure, similar route. We're going to do a little bit of history today. We're going to go up to the big Edwardian house that I mentioned last week when I was at the top of Tarvet Hill. Have a little walk about Tarvet Gardens, and then because the sun's shining, I don't know if you can see it, but it's about 9 AM and this is a little strip of wood that there's loads like visible badger set sign, so, and there's pretty good trees. It's fairly quiet. The road's, I don't know, it's not even half a mile away, so there's a wee bit of kind of road noise. So, but I fancied putting my hammock up here one night and getting hunkered down, because I think the badgers are out about early doors. They're nocturnal, but there's more sets. Last time I was here, there's like 1, 2, there's, I'd say 5 or 6 big badger sets in this little stretch of wood. So I think with a wee bit of stealth, you're bound to be able to see them. I wouldn't be able to take her, obviously, but so I'm going to crack on, and we're going to get the hammock up. We're going to chill. We're quite early. I've got something different for lunch. Apologies for the repetitiveness, but I'm trying not to use my car at all, as per the guidance. So I need to be kind of walking from home, and I might get up to the Mont, I don't know, next weekend, but we're getting there. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. This was a new little path that I discovered this winter just with lockdown, but I just love that. It's just a wee strip of beech trees, and it goes up through the wood. We'll pass some badger set, and then we've got the monument, and I'm going to walk down around the house and then back up. So yeah, good 5 or 6k today. Nothing too crazy, but I might end up getting my jumper off. The sun's in the sky. Audrey, come here. She's having fun. And yeah, this is one of her favourite little routes as well. So yeah, well, yes, I know. You'll hear the fairly fresh sand. So again, but there's holes kind of dotted about all over the hillside. Here's another one up here, look, that's even bigger. Audrey, come here. Audrey, come here. Look at the size of that. So again, when you go up the path, you can see little sort of diggings and burrowings, kind of more diggings there. All up this hill, it's quite soft, it's quite sandy. There's a big one there. In fact, they're all dotted down here. So again, that's a bit of a mission this summer, is to kind of get up here really early and hunker down, get a little kind of hide almost built, and just sit really still for a few hours and see if I can, I don't know about getting any filming, but certainly just see some badgers. So this was where I saw the snow track. Check out my other videos. I think I called it Bears in Scotland because when I first saw it, it was so big. I was kind of like, that's not a normal animal in the UK. It was like big claws and a heavy footprint. But an adult badger, I think, will weigh. So you can see they'll come up this path and they'll dig little kind of foraging holes for worms and stuff. So right, I'm going to crack on. I just wanted to share this little tree stump with you. It's like, it's so full of character and really old. It must be relatively kind of hard wood because it's survived. But it's just kind of sitting on absolutely stunning little vista. A couple of buzzards, beautiful. If you're seeing those buzzards there, just in the thermals coming up the hill. Crow. Two beautiful buzzards. They're one of my favourite birds. That is stunning. Absolutely mesmerising. That's 3, 4. Wow. It gets a bit steep there. So for all the trig point lovers, that's us up here again. I didn't realise, but the top of this hill is some sort of Iron Age settlement. You can see there's hollows here and flat areas, so but a real vantage point. You know, you can see right up to the two hills. That's the Falkland Hills. I've camped in and around there, plan to get up there again. You can see across to the Mont, that's my other hammock spot, and then on a day like today you can see right down the east coast toward St Andrews, and then you've got Dundee over the Tay estuary up here. So we're kind of right on the east coast of Scotland, and mate Rob kind of grew up down here in the farm. Don't know if you're watching it, Rob. If you are, big shout out to yourself. See you're getting on the mountain biking and stuff out in Canada, which looks brilliant. We're going to go down into the woods here and we're going to check out the big house. The family, the Sharps, owned all of this about 100 years ago. So we're going to do a little bit of history today, just to spice up the channel content a little bit. I kind of had a quick skim of some history, but I know the the space. We've been coming up here for years with the kids and the family, and it's really special. My mum actually used to volunteer down here for the National Trust, so a special place. So yeah, it was great. Last week when I was up here, a big Hercules transporter flew up the valley. Unfortunately, I'd just gone into the trees, but I would have been about the same height as it, because it came flying up here and right across. So yeah, what a day. There's still some snow up in the, it's up into the Cairngorms up that way, so I bet you could still ski. You'll be able to ski up there until April, but again with the lockdown there's been no skiing unfortunately. So a quick, we're not spending long down here. This is Hill of Tarvet Manor House. The Sharps built this about 100 years ago. Frederick Sharp and Beatrice, he had made all his money through the jute industry up in Dundee, and he commissioned Robert Lorimer, who was one of the most famous Scottish architect at the time, to design a house to store all his collections. Mr. Sharp collected porcelains, glasses, a lot of Ming, a lot of sort of really rare works of art, glass, chinas from all over the world. He knew Birrell, who was another great collector, so he built this house, and you can get in it. It's National Trust, it's closed just now, and Lorimer also designed the formal gardens at the front. This is a rose garden at the side, and that was the Sharp's bedroom right in the corner there, and there's a cool domed ceiling, and if you stand in the right position you get this really cool audio effect. It's called the Doppler. It's like you've got headphones on when you speak. It's really good. So a really special place. You can get married here, or you used to be able to. And it's a really sad story because Mr. Sharp passed away, leaving everything to his son Hugh. Hugh was a really big book collector, and he collected all these first editions, really rare first editions that are now in the Scottish National Museum. And Hugh passed away when he was 40, and Hugh's sister ended up getting cancer, so the whole Sharp family passed away, hence it being left to the National Trust. Really sad. And Hugh, the son, got sort of distinctions in the First World War and everything, and he passed away in a train crash, believe it or not, visiting his fiancée in Glasgow. It was a really snowy winter's night, and he decided to go across here. He'd probably gone from here down to, there's a couple little stations close by, and then he got across to Glasgow and the train derailed, killing about 30 people, including Hugh. So really sad story, but worth checking out. It's absolutely stunning. It's nice and quiet today. It's only about, it's 10 o'clock now, but there's an old laundry house, there's big woods at the back, lots of lovely trees. Nice. Favourite spot. My mum used to volunteer here as well years ago, so we've come up here, you can play croquet and stuff on the lawn, and a little tea room, so it's a really nice little afternoon out. This was a cool little summer house. It's built on rollers, so it moves around following the sun, and you can see some of the specimen trees. I mean, these firs are stunning. There's a redwood and some real old specimen trees. There's a little summer house tucked in the corner. This is a favourite climbing tree of kind of Mia's and the kids growing up. This wall fell down, there was no foundation on it, and in a high wind a couple of years ago now. It'll cost the National Trust thousands to fix. I don't know if they'll manage to do that or not, especially after the last year, but can you hear the crows? So this is a south facing walled back garden, and this was one flower bed that ran right along that wall, which was spectacular to walk in when it was fully open. And so this is the back of the house, south facing, walled, so it would trap a lot of warmth, and then you could plant really quite interesting specialist kind of plants and stuff. So, and this is the gate. You can see their initials of the family here, and this goes up to the hill, so we're going to cut up here again and go across, head towards my little hammock lunch spot. Wild deer kicking about in the woods. Nice. Stunning. Fox maybe way out here. Still quite fresh. What a day. I'm looking forward to getting the hammock up and chilling, having some lunch. I've got something quite exciting today for lunch, just to sort of spice it up a little bit. So we're walking right round, a wee bit of trekking still to go. Oh man, what a day, it is perfect. The buzzards have been following me about all morning. Pick up. Okay. That's us. That was really nice. That's a decent little 5 or 6k hike, with one or maybe a couple to get back. So I got some new outdoor pants from Amazon, which are so far really good. They've got these vents on the side. Audrey, I'll do a little kind of review at some point, but I wanted some just with a wee bit of kind of reinforced knees and bum, which I've got. So yeah, it's chilly. I was warming up there, but it's still, we're quite hunkered down. I've got the hammock. I'm not 100% sure. It's actually really comfortable. I brought a little bit of tinfoil rug. 11 AM. I think I'll probably put the hammock up, to be honest. I think get a half hour. I've still got some wood. This is where we were last weekend. But I did a slightly different route around Tarvet House, as you'll have seen. A wee bit of history for all you history lovers out there. And yeah, saw a good few little deer, some buzzards, it's been really, really nice. And it's nice and windy, so the little fire's going to go good. It's not been raining the last day or two, so the wood's nice and dry, and there's an absolute abundance up here. So I can see me doing a wee overnight hammock in this little spot. Hence me wanting to put the hammock up again and just kind of keep working on that. I'm just going to process some wood, get my little stove set up, and we're making these little foldy tacos today. So I'm getting, not overly hungry, but so listen, I'm just going to chill and might get my fire set up, my hammock set up and get you back in a minute or two. Come here. Come, Papa. Come here. Because you can get the paraffin blocks for pennies out of Tesco. Really simple. Love that design. Pop out. Been using the ashtray, the bottom. Just protects a little bit of the. And I've got a sort of flat old kind of round log today. So, right. So we're closing that. Then when it's alight we'll just drop it in. So that's better. Save that, actually don't need that. Used to need a small bit, even smaller than that. So a box for a couple of pound lasts you for ages. So we'll just drop that in. Get that off, like. Drop it in and then build up from there. So again, lots of little bits right on the top. Now I've never made these before. This has become a bit of a COVID lunch favourite of ours. So simple tortilla. Let's see if we can get these. She's not had her lunch yet. Guess I could just use that. I'll see. Tortilla. Now, what you do is you, if you're seeing this alright, you slice up like that. Different things in here, right? So you put cheese in one of the quarters. You put some pepper in one of the quarters, and you put tomato in one of the quarters. So it's a nice, you can see what we're doing here, yeah. A little bit of parsley as well. And then I've got some cooked chicken. I went for, what is it, barbecue. Take out the wipes. What we do is we simply fold over, fold over, and fold over. Now the chicken probably shouldn't be on the edge like that, but we'll live and learn. And then in terms of sort of cooking, this is mayonnaise. I couldn't be bothered to bring in the whole bottle, so I've stuck a wee bit into there. We put some mayonnaise on the outside with some cheese. And that's what kind of cooks. It's the mayonnaise and the cheese. Let's go on. Cook the tortilla kind of one side, and we try and turn it over. So the cheese and the mayonnaise is kind of cooked. Get another plate. Come out a plate, I think. So you're just kind of warming it through. That is pretty well that. Pop some wood in for the coffee. Easy, quick. Really nice. Well done, April, or Mia, whoever found it on TikTok. Oh, here we go. That's been really nice. Oh, what a lunch. Top lunch. Seriously. I'll take that off. I'm not sure, I'm not going to bother, pardon me, putting any more wood on. It just, just burns right down to nothing. Save that little bit for the next time. Cheers, folks. To Tunnocks quality Scottish biscuits. That was really nice. Really nice. I'm going to get in the hammock in a minute or two, catch some of that sun coming in that way. And but yeah, today's shout out, Dave Does Outdoors shout out goes to Ur Wally Scottish Outdoors, with an underscore in between. Ur Wally Scottish Outdoors. Good lad. He's into his cook sets. He's into his army surplus pots and burners and gets into the woods and cooks up some lunch, and I think he's going to be focusing on his channel as well, so I'm expecting some good content. He got himself a really cool little drone, so they're doing lots of good shots above the woods and the sort of local bridges and architecture stuff. So yeah, check out Your Wally Scottish Outdoors _ between each word. Give him a wee thumbs up, a wee sub. He's a good lad. There's absolutely nothing left, just let it go out, and a little bit of ash underneath, but... Up, Audrey, come. Come. Go. We're hanging it quite low so she can sort of hop in and out, which is good. Get down there. There we go. She likes cozying in the side like that, look. That's her. That's her. That's you. Oh, this is it now. Hope everyone's doing okay out there. I meant to say last week I'd got my vaccine through work, because we're kind of frontline service, so it was fine. I had a sore arm for a day, but nothing sore, so just to reassure anyone who's heading towards getting their vaccine, some of my team have had their second vaccine, which is great, so things are starting to roll out, and some of my family, that looks like we're getting into the kind of sort of 50-year-olds getting their letters, so it will soon be whole population material, which is great, so that'll be really good. And my sister got in to see my dad today, this week, in the nursing home. I think that's kind of what was hitting me last week. I haven't seen my dad for months and months and months, and he's got his sort of dementia is getting worse and worse, so aye, life can be tough as well as beautiful. So apologies for the kind of a wee bit same content, but I'm not sure what I'll do. The minute we come out of lockdown, I'll definitely get an overnight, maybe up here somewhere, either a hammock or get the scarp out, have a fire, pretty well the minute we can, once lockdown eases. And then by that time you're looking at kind of into April, May, so we'll start planning some. I want to walk up some big valleys up in the hills and take the tent and her, go further afield. So hopefully you guys will join us in those adventures. Right guys, I think that's us signing out. So thanks again for tuning in to Dave and Audrey Does Outdoors. Really nice little extended lunch with dog walk down to Tarbert House, and this little spot again is really nice. A wee bit chillier today, I have to put my jacket back on, my hat, but the sun's not far away. So listen, hope everyone's taking care out there, and thanks again for everyone's support. Remember to give me a thumbs up, a like and subscribe if you're not already. It's much appreciated, everyone's support. So till the next time, take care.